Hi everyone, welcome back to Library DIY. This month's DIY, we are making twine orbs. These will be balls of twine that you can use, just as a decoration around your house. And they're made with some very simple ingredients. We will use a balloon, a piece of twine, and a glue water mixture. Those are really the only three things that you will need. You can substitute the twine for any kind of yarn that you like, any string that you might have. So absolutely customize this to your home or to whichever colors you might prefer. Twine is just really good because it would go with about just anything, and you could also leave it up year round, but you could have a lot of fun with this if you want to do different holiday or season colors. And I'm going to show you what this will look like. So if you're not really sure what I'm referring to, you're going to basically end up with a finished product like this. I don't know if you can tell, but I used some yarn here that has some different colors on it, and we do have this available. So if you like this particular kind of yarn, when you call to register either for the in-person or the to-go bag, then just let us know that you prefer this one. Otherwise, we'll probably end up giving you just the plain piece of twine. So, or if you just talk to me when you're in, and we'll get you set up. So this is what your finished product is going to look like. And what we have done is we've taken a balloon, inflated it just a little bit so that we can get this one inflated a little funny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up just wrapping around the round part, but you're always welcome to make whatever shape that you want with your balloon. And also you could always keep in mind that if you want to just leave a bit of a hole at one end, that will give you kind of a flatter place to set it down if you want to. But otherwise it will be, this was my practice one, and it's been like this for a couple of weeks, so it's held up really well. So we'll also give you a balloon in your to-go bag if you decide to do that. Otherwise, of course, if you come in, we'll have balloons here for you to use. We'll have all of the supplies for you to use if you come in person. We do have to limit the number of people that come in, so please make sure you get registered immediately if you are interested. So just give us a call, 641-828-0585, and we'll make sure we get you on our registration list. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to do this one at home if you've been following along with our other DIYs and other programs at home. We wanted to make this an option for you at home as well. So you'll still get the balloon and the twine. You will just need to provide the glue for yourself. So you can use any kind of glue that you have at home. We have here some craft bond, so it just dries clear, and it worked pretty well on the one that I had already tested out. So again, just reach out to us if you're interested in participating. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Again, it's going to take you just a few minutes, and then you will need to let this balloon dry overnight. So you'll want to have it somewhere that you can let it dry without it getting bumped or anything. And then in the morning or whenever you do this, the next time you go to see it, you should have something that looks like this. You basically, once you have everything wrapped around your balloon, you will set it down, let it dry, and then within 24 or 48 hours, somewhere around there, you'll come back, and as long as it looks dry, which it should dry pretty quickly, you'll just pop this balloon, and then voila, you have your ball of twine. So I have gone ahead and I've mixed up my glue and my water. And then basically you want it to be just a bit runnier than glue. You don't want it to be too watery, because then you'll have a really hard time getting your twine to stay on your balloon. So you do have to find that fine line between just a little bit of water to give it some, extra, just so you don't want to have glue all over your hands either. So you have to just find that happy medium between too much glue and not enough. So you can see what I've got there, but it's probably going to be kind of hard for you to see in there. But I just have a little bit, and that's the other thing. You do not need a lot. Even if you would do a few balloons, a little goes a long way. I think you could probably, with the mixture I have, probably even do 3 or 4 balloons, and it would be enough. So just keep that in mind. I will also say that I thought it was easier to have one continuous piece of twine rather than try to do several different pieces. You could absolutely certainly do that if you're wanting to do some fun, color combinations or something like that. But just keep in mind it's going to be a little bit trickier to wrap that on the balloon when you have separate pieces. It can be done, but then it'll just be really important that you've made your glue water combination as close as it needs to be, which is that way it'll stick to the balloon but not be just hard for you to manage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just dunk my entire piece in the mixture. And what you'll do is you want to coat this pretty well. You want it to make sure that you get all of it covered in the glue water mixture. So that may just take a minute. So you'll want to saturate it, especially depending on what kind of twine or yarn that you're using. So I think I have it pretty well covered. And then at this point, you'll want to find one end, and you'll want to just take all that excess that's on there. So I'm going to try. So I'm basically just running this through, and I want to get all the extra glue off. So I'll just kind of run my fingers along it, which just isn't too bad. So you're not going to have, you shouldn't have a ton if you don't have a ton in your cup. But you could always make as many of these as you want to. If you've got lots of balloons and twine at home, it could be really fun. Could be a fun craft again with the kids if you're gonna have some helpers with you. All right, so hopefully I have enough glue on here. And then at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply wrap it around the balloon. You can wrap it however you would like. And just, I mean, there's really no right or wrong way to do it. So I'm just gonna start and hold down on one end, and I'm just going to wrap. And like I said, I'm going to wrap more on the round part of the balloon just because I think it's going to give me a better shape. But again, do whatever you would like. Now I could have done a little bit more than this, and I would suggest if you want like a really, you want a less open ball, then you'll want more. So you might make a really small one. So I've just wrapped it really simply here. And then I'm just going to set it down somewhere it can dry. And then when I come back to check on it, you know, I've given it enough time to dry. I'll just pop that balloon and then I'll have a finished product like this. So super, super simple. You'll basically just need those few supplies, and then you'll just mix it all up and then you'll let it dry. And then you should have a pretty cool looking little ball of twine. So again, if you are interested in registering for this in-person class, you'll need to call us, or you can also call us if you are just interested in picking up a bag that will have the balloon and the twine or the yarn if you prefer. So please let us know if you're interested. Otherwise, we will hopefully see you soon, and take care.